We are waiting for the United States government to hand Nicolas Maduro over to us on a silver platter. We arranged for him to serve his sentence in El Salvador.
The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, surprised the world by declaring that he already has a cell prepared to receive Nicolas Maduro in the terrorism confinement center, the feared Sacote. The message was sent directly to Donald Trump's government, showing not only political support, but also a willingness to detain the Venezuelan dictator and the top leadership of the Chavista regime. This promise carries even more weight because of Bukele's track record in fighting organized crime and the international reputation of the prison, which has already become a nightmare for thousands of criminals in Latin America. The United States' military offensive, now reinforced by Bukele's support, shows that the international hunt for Nicolas Maduro has entered a new phase. His neutralization now seems inevitable. Welcome to Life in the Barracks. Nayib Bukele became known as the president who revolutionized security in El Salvador, which was once considered one of the most violent countries in the world. His relentless strategy against gangs drastically reduced violence rates, turning the nation into a reference in the fight against crime. By offering his prison system to detain Maduro, he strengthens his image as a leader who stands firm against crime, both domestic and international. Keeping Maduro in Sacote would be symbolic and strategic. The prison is considered one of the most feared in the world, built to house the worst criminals with maximum surveillance, collective cells, no external contact, and a strict isolation regime. There, Maduro would lose all privileges and power, becoming an ordinary prisoner under the same harsh conditions that now scare entire criminal organizations. As Bukele consolidates power, the United States increases pressure on Maduro. With a $50 million reward for his capture, the Venezuelan dictator is increasingly surrounded. This sum has drawn mercenaries and private military companies worldwide, making Venezuela a stage for an international manhunt. The American mobilization around Venezuela is in full swing, with amphibious troops strategically positioned in the region and monitoring all movements. These troops are capable of operating both at sea and in land operations, ensuring flexibility in any scenario. With warships against torpedo boats and landing craft, the pressure around Venezuela increases every day. Maduro, appearing desperate, has urged the population to arm themselves and create a militia. Women, the elderly, and youth are being armed to serve as a human shield against a possible military incursion.
Look here, but check there.
This cruel tactic reveals the regime's fragility, as it no longer depends only on its armed forces to remain in power. Donald Trump's government may authorize a surgical operation. It's a real possibility. Elite forces of the United States are specialists in quick and precise captures and could extract Maduro from his bunker without the need for a massive landing on Venezuelan soil. This option lowers civilian risks and accelerates neutralization. Unofficial reports released by journalists indicate that American military personnel may already be infiltrated in Venezuela. Operating discreetly, they gather vital information about escape routes, hideouts, and the dictator's movements. This intelligence could make the difference in a possible capture mission. Meanwhile, Venezuelan suffering continues to grow. Once among the richest in Latin America, the country now faces extreme poverty, with monthly salaries barely reaching $1. The lack of food, medicine, and security causes thousands of people to flee daily in search of dignity in neighboring countries, such as Brazil. The desperation in Venezuela is so great that many Venezuelans see international intervention as the only hope for change. The Chavista regime has turned Venezuela into a police state where opponents are arrested, tortured, or even executed. Analysts say that the Southern Command may receive reinforcements from the United States Air Force in the coming days. Surveillance drones and spy aircraft are reportedly ready to be deployed, increasing aerial monitoring and making it even harder for Maduro to attempt any escape. This intelligence apparatus allows for monitoring every movement within Venezuelan territory, from vehicle tracking to the interception of communications. The American surveillance network is tightening its grip around the dictator. With so much military and technological power on the American side, Maduro sees his options for political survival running out.
Here we also have an American defending Donald Trump, so you can see that in the land of Bolivars there are Americans too.
His former allies are less willing than before, and even countries like Russia avoid directly committing to his defense. For the Americans, capturing Maduro has become a matter of honor, because Donald Trump made it clear that he will not allow a regime supported by drug trafficking and corruption to continue destabilizing the region. In this scenario, the entry of Nayib Bukele as a strategic partner has both symbolic and practical impact. By offering Socote as a prison for Maduro, he reinforces the idea that the international community is already preparing the dictator's fate. Each strategic move by the United States and its allies increases tension in the Caribbean. Deploying more ships, submarines, and fighter jets sends a clear message that patience is running out. The Chavista dictator, once ruling Venezuela with an iron fist, now lives as a fugitive in his own country. In El Salvador, a cell is already waiting to become his new address.
We are waiting for the United States government to hand Nicolás Maduro to us on a silver platter. We arranged for him to serve his sentence in El Salvador.
At Life in the Barracks, you stay updated on all military news. Leave your like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Forward combatants, see you next time.